Tonight is going to be a great time and a great session, and this is a session you must not miss at all. So you're welcome to the Break into Tech as a data analyst and a data scientist webinar. And I'm going to be your host tonight as we explore this interesting topic, break into tech as a data analyst and a data scientist, the data analyst and the data scientist in 2026. So you are welcome. The number one, look at who am I? I'll be your host tonight, and I'm the founder, digital consultant. Number two, we'll look at brief intro to digital consulting, which is who are we? Who are we in digital consulting? Number three, we look at why tech, why break into tech, why tech, why break into tech, why data analysis and data science. Why data analysis and data science? Number four, we look at what is data analysis, what is data science. Looking at two. Number five, how to break into data analysis and data science in 2026. The number six, look at question and answer. Question and answer. Number seven, next steps, which is the digital way. The digital way. So I'll be your host tonight, and I'll also be having with me tonight Mr. Gbadebo and the Yolua, and also some of our students of this program. They'll be around tonight to share their experience with the program and how the program has helped them in their career. So this is going to be a very wonderful time. So kindly share, invite your friends and your loved ones as we kickstart this. So who am I? Who am I? That's the first thing. I'm the founder of Digital Consulting. I'm a pastor. I'm a tech trainer. I'm a real estate developer, and I'll be sharing a few things about myself right away. Who am I? Just like many of you are watching me tonight, I also transitioned to tech. I'm a tax accountant, transfer pricing and taxation. I used to work in the oil and gas industry and in the consulting industry, but right now I'm a full-time tech professional, right? And it's been a wonderful journey ever since then. And a lot of you can also make that transition tonight. So who am I? I used to work at a multinational Big Four tax and auditing firm, and I was there for 5 years. I worked as a senior tax accountant with the largest indigenously owned Nigerian oil exploration and production company. And I was there from December 2018 to February 2020. And I dropped my resignation letter. I used to pastor Household of Kings Lighthouse, but currently I pastor Household of Kings Church. So these are my old pictures, as you can see. These are very old pictures. This was at the start of the church, a long time ago. This was at the start of the church, as you can see, right? So that's that about me. Then the next thing from our slide is digital consulting. Okay, I think I have a few pictures to share. I have a few pictures to share. Okay, that would do. That should do. Okay, let's go. Okay, so who am I? Who am I? Who am I right here? So this is me right here. This is me right here. In charge, in charge, in charge, right? This was at the session some years back with real estate developers. This was summit some years ago. Tech summit some years ago. Right. So that's that about me, right? Then we go on to our slide, explain who am I, and that is done and dusted. So you know who I am right now. So the next thing is digital consulting. Who are we? Who are we? So digital consulting started in 2019 as a side hustle, and then I was still working in the oil and gas company. But by 2020, I left because um, I was doing far better with tech than I was even with the oil and gas industry. So 2020, I left and I began to teach people how I was making money from tech. And that was how digital consulting started in 2020, right? So it started out from a side hustle, then it became a full-blown business. And currently we operate in 3 continents: Africa, Europe, and North America, and we employ well over 70 staffs in the process and still counting. And in the last 6 years, we have empowered uh, thousands of students, helped them to set up tech-enabled businesses. We have helped them to secure their first tech job, get freelancing opportunities, and still counting. And tonight's session is for students who are in Nigeria. So if you're attending tonight's session, that means you are in Nigeria, right? And I'm happy that you are here because you've been taking advantage of some very tremendous offer. Whatever we are charging you at the end of the session tonight is maybe 25% of what we usually charge. So count yourself lucky to be here. So that being said, who are we? Now, I always have to do this every time I do a session like this because many times when people have attended a webinar like this and they are convinced and they want to register for our program, there's always a question they ask my team, like, oh, I've attended trainings in other places and they made a lot of promises to us, but they didn't deliver on the promises. So am I sure that Agital will not be the same? I have watched the webinar. I'm actually convinced that you people are the real deal, but my fingers have been burnt before. And whenever they say this, I always say this, that don't take my word for it. The evidences are out there and you can check. Like, I'm able to say, and it's not because I'm the founder of Digital Consulting, but we are the best tech training institute in Nigeria at the moment. And that is me being truthful, right? But don't take my word for it. Let's go and find out how true is this assertion? How true is this allegation, as they love to say? Right. So the first place to go is to go to Google. Go to Google and check out digital consulting on Google. So let's go. Let's go to Google. When we get to Google, let's look for digital consulting on Google. Let's see whether what I said is true. How true is what I said? So let's check out digital consulting on Google. Digital consulting on Google, right? Let's go. So when you get to Google, go and check our reviews here. Check out our reviews on Google here, because now the way it works is most people, after having a good experience, will not bother to, won't bother to check right? Because they paid for a quality service and they got a quality service. So they won't go there and be looking for how to do reviews. But because of the quality of what we do, we still get a lot of people that take it upon themselves, go to Google and put a lot of good reviews. So you can just take your time and go through our reviews here and take your time and do this, right? So there are lots of reviews here, a whole lot of reviews for digital consulting and what we have been up to, right? But that is not where it stops. The next place to go is to go to LinkedIn. And I would say that LinkedIn is even more important because on LinkedIn, you can see the caliber of our students. You can see what they are up to, right? Like these are people who have corporate jobs. These are people who are in Nigeria, outside of Nigeria. So you can really see what they are doing. Like these are real people with real careers. You can see their trajectory, their progression, and feel free. So when you get to LinkedIn, you can see this is one of our students. Yeah, right. All you do, you just take your time, you search for digital consulting, and you keep seeing posts. You keep seeing posts from our students. The posts will just keep coming. It will just keep coming. It doesn't end. The posts are just there. It's just on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Right? So these are real people. These are not bots. They are not it's not AI, it's real human beings. So this shows, number one, that when I say we have empowered thousands of students since we started, and when I mean empowered, not just that they attended the training, but they've been empowered. They've set up businesses, they've gotten jobs, they've relocated with the skill that they've learned, they've accessed consulting jobs, freelancing opportunities. Empowered means they've done something with the training that they got from here. It's not a joke. The evidences are right here. Like you just take your time on LinkedIn and just keep going and going and going and going and going. Right. This a data analysis student showing the dashboard. This another data analysis student. So in terms of a quality training, that is the least we offer, right? Giving you a quality training is the least we offer. Beyond that, there are a whole lot of opportunities that comes with the training. And of course, we have a YouTube page that you can also access. So that's a digital consultant for you. I wouldn't want to belabor the point, but I think the point has been made clear. So who are we? We've been around now for the past 6 years. We operate in 3 continents of the world. And tonight's session is for people in Nigeria, and they'll be enjoying some tremendous offer. Right now, that being said, the next question we need to answer tonight is why tech? Why break into tech? Why data analysis and data science? Now, there is a lot of you tonight might be like, this tech here, tech here, tech here, tech here. I hope tech is not going to be saturated. That's a big fat lie. Tech can never be saturated. Tech can never be saturated. There are students that we trained in the last 6 months, the last 5 months, and today they're already working in tech. Like these are not even people who got into tech maybe 1 year ago. They just got in the last 6 months, the last 5 months. So tech can never be saturated. The world is not moving away from tech. The world is moving into tech. But like I always say, don't take my word for it. Let's check how true this is. So at this point, I will be sharing a slide with us that explains this much better. And Sorry about that. Back to my slide now. IT opportunities are abundant, but the laborers are few. Now, when we talk about laborers, you see, here's the thing. Because a lot of people are talking about tech, I'm a tech this, I'm a tech that, I'm a tech this, does not mean the laborers are many. In tech, there are more enthusiasts than skilled professionals. And what we do at Agito Consulting is to train skilled professionals. If you are a skilled professional in tech, you can never be unemployed. You can never. The fact that you have a tech skill, you are competent with your tech skill, and you're unemployed. There are always jobs in tech, there are always opportunities in tech, but you must be able to deliver. That is how it works. Now, IT opportunities are abundant, but the laborers are few. In tech, there's potential for remote jobs, flexible job schedules, freelancing, and a shortcut into 6 digits income. That's how tech works. So you can be in Nigeria and you are working full time or part time for organizations outside of Nigeria. Now, here are the opportunities. Number one, you can be in Nigeria here. Now, when we talk about data analysis and data science, the opportunities are like four. Number one, there are people who attend this kind of training that already have a job, but they need this skill on the job to get promotions on the job, for more visibility on the job, for career progression, like the ability to analyze data, the ability to use data science skills will help them in their career. So that's number one. Number two, when you have a tech skill like data analysis and data science, you can work in Nigeria for organizations in Nigeria. We're not even talking about remote jobs yet, right? You can work in Nigeria for companies in Nigeria. There are many companies in Nigeria recruiting data analysts. A lot of tech companies, a lot of FMCG companies, a lot of manufacturing companies, a lot of e-commerce companies, startups who need data analysts, data scientists, as the case might be. Number three, you can work in Nigeria remotely for companies outside of Nigeria, remotely, either in a full-time role or a freelancing role or a contract opportunity. There are lots of jobs on freelancing platforms. Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, Indeed, Glassdoor. The opportunities are always there. Number four, with your tech skill, you can relocate. Like, let me try to drop this here. So I have students in the United Kingdom, and a lot of them are attending the training and they are juggling attending the training with their 8-hour shift, their 12-hour shift, as the case might be. And it's quite challenging for many of them because right now they're in the UK and they have to do 12 hours, 8 to 8 at times. At times they have to do 8 hours, and some of them miss classes because of this shift. They have to watch the replay, they have to get the teaching assistant to help them. And a lot are able to break through even with all the rigor. And I always tell people, don't wait till you relocate. Don't wait to relocate before you start acquiring this skill. Mr. Gbadebo will be here tonight to share his experience with us, right? So in relocating, get this tech skill. When you get there, you realize that there are lots of tech jobs. I personally, I have done a lot of work reference for many of our students, some in Nigeria, some outside of Nigeria, who have gotten tech jobs. So don't wait till you relocate before you acquire this skill. As a matter of fact, you can relocate via tech visa route. I mean, you got a job even before you leave Nigeria and you relocate based on that skill. UK is not the only place you can relocate to. US is not the only place you can relocate to. Canada is not the only place you can relocate to. There are many countries in Eastern Europe. There are many countries in Central Europe. There's Australia there, Estonia, there's Latvia, there's Malta. No, I don't want to go into a long story. There are people who start their relocation from Malta. Then from Malta, they find their way to the UK, to Canada. They got their first tech job via Malta, via Estonia. But when you get into the program, we'll share more details on that, right? So there are just many opportunities for you in tech. And the interesting thing is that no IT background is needed. No IT background is needed. You just have to get into tech because tech is a doorway. Tech is a universe. And you don't need an IT background. You don't need a computer science degree. Oh, I didn't do computer science. Oh, will I be able to do tech? I thought we ended all that in 2024, 2023. I still struggle to accept the fact that there are people who still think that, oh, I didn't go to school. Do I need to know how to code? And does it involve coding? All that should stop. We are all techies. We are all techies. That was why I started with the first one, that no matter what you are doing, you need a tech skill. You see, even in your job, let's even say, oh, you don't want to do remote job, working in manufacturing, FMCG, whatever tech, you need these skills to even excel on the job, right? So we are all techies here. And you don't need an IT background. You don't need a university degree. In the field of tech, nobody cares about your university degree. What do they care about? They care about the projects you have done. They care about the experience you have gathered, and they care about some certifications. That's all. So your university degree is relevant. Now, the interesting thing is that for some of us who might be watching tonight's session, and you're like, I think tech is for these whiz kids, it's for all these young boys, these kids and things. You lie. You can check. Let me even do that right now. If you are following what I'm saying, if you understand what I'm saying, can I see your hands? I need to be sure I'm talking to the right people tonight. I need to be sure I'm talking to real people, not enthusiasts. I'm not interested in tech enthusiasts. I'm interested in people who are ready to do something. People who are ready to transition into tech, not people who just want to be enthusiastic and they are passionate. And no. I mean real people who say, now, I need to get into tech. Those are the kind of people I'm interested in. Now let's go and check bookie rights. For those who have this feeling, I'm in my 40s, I'm in my late 40s, I'm in my early 40s, and I don't think tech is for me, right? So let's check out bookie rights. Bookie right transitions to tech. Let's see for ourselves. Don't just take my word for it. Like I always love to say, let's see how true this is. Bookie right transition. We go. Now, so yes, Bookie Wright, we all know her. I believe you should. Acted with, used to act Wale Adenuga Productions back then. This is Super Story. Like some of you should know Super Story then, right? So yes, Bookie Wright, at the age of 44, she transitioned to tech. And the story is there. When you are free, you can read it. Transitioned to tech at the age of 44, and today she's a senior tech professional in the US. She's back to Nigeria, back to acting, right? So you can't be stuck. And because you are stuck, you say, oh, I'm stuck. I can't. No. So I always tell people that if everything has stopped working, there is always an opportunity in tech for somebody. Just get in. And the easiest way to get in is through data analysis and data science. Just get in. That is the easiest way to get in. Like data analysis and data science, they are as far as I'm concerned, they are the easiest discipline in tech. So if you want to get into tech, just going through this angle, right? She did it at the age of 44. You can do it in your early 40s, even in your late 40s or your 30s. So don't have this, I thought, no. Anybody. So if what you are doing, you're not satisfied, start building a career in tech. Start pivoting to tech. Because the world is not moving away from tech. The world is moving towards tech by the day. The world keeps going towards tech by the day. That is how it works. That is how it works. So, that being said, let's go to LinkedIn and let's check some of my sessions. Right, let's check some of my sessions. So, I talk about the fact that there are opportunities in tech. So, let's do data analyst. Data analyst jobs. Data analyst jobs and data analyst jobs. Let's do jobs. Jobs and the United Kingdom. Data analyst jobs, United Kingdom. Okay. So we can see here that data analyst jobs, United Kingdom is we have 2,632 jobs for data analysts in the United Kingdom. Isn't that interesting? 2,632 jobs. And we are going to check the dates posted. So let's check. Let's do past 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, we have 201 jobs just for data analysis jobs in the United Kingdom, right? In the last 24 hours, right? So this is very important. Now we can do Power BI because data analysis, Power BI, Excel, SQL. So let's do Power BI and let's look at United Kingdom Power BI. In the last 24 hours, we've had 371 results. We can go on and on and on. So let's do business intelligence analyst. That is so the jobs are there. The jobs are there. Now the last thing, let's do data science. Data scientist in jobs. The last 24 hours, 207. 207. Now, before I leave here, some of you will say things like, oh, I checked the jobs, and some of them are asking for 3 to 5 years of experience. How do I do this? It's very simple. That is why attending a boot camp is very important. That is why a boot camp is very important. So here's the thing. When they say you need 3 to 5 years worth of experience, what they are saying is that they want the competence, the skill set of someone who has been working in that industry for 3 to 5 years. For 3 to 5 years. That is what they are saying. Now, you can have that competence when you attend a training that comes with a lot of projects, that comes with internships, a training that will enable you to build a robust portfolio of projects, a training that will help you with internships. right? So it is, by the time you are done with that kind of intensive training, your skill set, that is why in Digital we don't do crash program. Our data analysis program is 4 months. Our data science program is 6 months, right? So within that 6 months, you are a thoroughly bred professional. You are skilled. You are sound. Within that 4 months of data analysis, you are sound. You have done a lot of projects, a lot of reviews, and even after that, there is still internship, right? So this is what is important. So don't bother us, oh, there's in 3 to 5 years. The most important thing is that you have the skill set. That is what matters. That is what matters. So, why tech? Why break into tech? I've explained that. Why data analysis and data science? Now, why data analysis? Why data science? Number one that I've explained is that data analysis and data science, they are very easy to break into. Very easy to break into because they are not complex. They are not complicated like other tech skills. There isn't so much complexity. There isn't so much complications with it. They are very easy to learn, very easy to master. The learning curve is it's not high. It's easy to learn. It's not like programs like cybersecurity, like coding, like programming, that it doesn't just come that easy, right? For data analysis, for data science, you can learn it easily. That's number one. Number two, why data analysis and data science is that there are lots of opportunities because every organization needs a data analyst and many organizations need data scientists. So the opportunities are there, from e-commerce to fintechs to hospitals, globally, organizations, individuals, NGOs, researchers, PhD, they need this knowledge. They need this knowledge. It's very important, right? They need this knowledge, and it's something they can't do without. So that is why you can joke with data analysis and data science. You can't get it wrong. The opportunities are there. The opportunities are there. So that's the second reason why you can take, like, data analysis and data science is something I will place my bet on anytime, any day, because of the opportunities there. Because of the opportunities there. Now, that being said, we now move to the next thing, which shortly I'll be bringing on Mr. Gbadebo to us, is what is data analysis? What is data science? What is data analysis? What is data science? Now, I'll give like a short overview. When we talk about data analysis, we are talking about Microsoft Excel, BI, SQL, and Python for data analysis. Right? So that is data analysis. Now, when we talk about data science, we are going deeper. Data science is more predictive in nature. Data analysis is you're trying to find out why something happened, why this happened, the reason for this. It's diagnostic. But in data science, you are predicting, you are building models, you are trying to forecast and predict what will happen in the future, right? So in data analysis, you are trying to understand past data. In data science, you're trying to predict future outcomes. Now, in digital, when you learn data science, you get data analysis as a bonus program. So there are people who want to learn everything at once because time waits for nobody. They don't want to learn data analysis now. Then when they are done, they come again for data science, another 6 months. Right? They just want to learn everything as they go. In 6 months, they've learned data analysis, they've learned data science. So here's what we do. Our data analysis program holds Thursdays and Saturdays. Our data science program holds Fridays and Tuesdays. So when you register for our data science program, you get the data analysis bonus program. And now this is why we did this. There are people who already know data analysis. The Power BI, Excel, SQL, Python for data analysis. Those things are not big deals to them anymore. They already know all that, right? So there's no big deal. But there are people who want to do data science and want to do data analysis, and they want to do everything at a go. So that is why we brought about this program where you can learn data science and also learn data analysis at the same time. Like, it doesn't affect anything. So if you are new to tech, and the way we teach data science, we teach it in a very easy way. The students will come tonight and they will share their experience with you. We make data science look like 1 + 1 = 2. Because there are no bad students, there are only bad teachers. No bad students, they're only bad teachers. Many of the reasons why some of you are scared about tech, tech is this, is because you've attended trainings in the past and the way you were taught scared you. The way you were taught scared you. Like, you see, because you know a thing, it's not the same as knowing how to teach it. The ability to teach is different from knowing. They are two different things. So you can know a thing, but when it comes to teach it, it's a problem. And you can know a thing and also be able to teach it, right? So, and that is what we do in digital. So, as I begin to round up, in data analysis, the focus is on insights and reporting. In data science, we are doing modeling and automation, right? Since we are doing some basic statistics, very basic, but in data science, we're doing advanced statistics with machine learning. Now, what is data analysis? What are the tools? In data analysis, you learn your Excel, right? Then you learn your Power BI. Power BI is for reporting. That's your dashboard, presenting of your analysis, right? So you learn your Excel, you learn your Power BI, you learn your SQL. In our program, we teach you a little Python for data analysis, nothing complex. Now, when we get to data science, you learn Python for data science, you learn machine learning and a lot of statistics, right? Now, in data analysis, what are you doing? Dashboards, reports. In data science, what are you doing? Predictive models. Predictive models, right? So data analysis focuses on cleaning data, organizing data, finding patterns, creating reports and dashboard. You're answering what happened, why did it happen, why did sales drop last quarter, right? So a data analyst will pull sales data. He will create charts. He will identify trends. He will report findings. That's what they do. That is why the opportunities are always there. The opportunities are always there because a lot of organizations need data analysts. So you have your Excel, you have your SQL, you have your Power BI, then you have basic Python. So in skills in data analysis, data cleaning, visualization of data, descriptive statistics, what happened, why it happened, and an understanding of the business, right? In data science, you are going deeper. You are doing predictive modeling, machine learning, automation, statistics, then you are building products. A lot of Python here, a lot of machine learning. What does data science do? It answers what will happen next. How can we automate this decision? Can we build an AI system, right? So data science introduces you into the foundations of artificial intelligence, not the usage of artificial intelligence, but the building of artificial intelligence. Now, so a company asks, can we predict which customers will stop buying? That's data science. It builds a predictive model, uses machine learning, test accuracy, deploys model. So we are talking about Python, we are talking about R, TensorFlow, SQL, big data, probability, statistics, and the rest goes on, right? So that is the difference between the two. But like I said, at Agital, because we are Agital, when you learn at Agital, you are learning the two. You are learning data analysis, you are learning data science. That is if you register for data science, right? So I've explained the difference between data analysis and data science. So at this point, I'll be bringing on Coach Gbadebo. He's also a pastor. Pastor Gbadebo, Mr. Gbadebo, Coach Gbadebo. He's an highly experienced data analyst and data scientist. He's based in the United Kingdom. He's our career coach, and he has been in this field for more than 2 decades, going to 3 decades now. I'm talking of 30 years, right? So he has a lot to offer us, and he's our career coach. He'll be coming here tonight to share with us his experience with data science, data analysis, his journey, and how he has secured jobs and how he has helped many other Nigerians to get this kind of opportunity tonight. So I'll be bringing him on right now. So you're welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. So we're waiting for him to join us. Sir, you are right here with us tonight.
Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear
Hello?
you, but we can't see you yet. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Gbadebo Gundeji. Just like he said rightly, I'm a pastor. I am a statistician, a data scientist, and a programmer, a data analyst. And to be candid, each day I bless God for the decision. Let me just say, my background is in statistics, graduated many years ago, was a teacher in higher institution in Nigeria for some time. Then in 2007,
Hello. Okay. Hello, Mr. Gbadebo. Can you hear me? He has a problem with his network, and while we are waiting for him to connect back, right, we will be going through the next steps, right? He will join us once he has sorted out his network, right? So how to break into data analysis and data science in 2026, how to break into data science and data analysis in 2026. So I'll just tell you what a bootcamp entails. I'll tell you what the bootcamp entails. So here's how we do it when we talk about the digital way. Here's how it goes with us, the digital way. Number one, classes are recorded. Classes are live classes, and the live classes are recorded and made available, right? So that's how it works. Classes are live classes, and the live. So in digital, what we have are instructor-led live classes.
hello?
Instructor. Okay, you are back. Okay, sir.
I'm in Nigeria now, the internet is bad.
Oh, I see. So,
Hello, can you hear
so can
me?
we admit you? I can hear you, but your video is
Hello,
still. That's okay. Yeah, we can just hear you. Let's continue from there.
hello,
Hello. Good evening. We can hear you,
Evening.
but
Sorry, the, the internet is bad. I'm in Nigeria now, so the internet is bad.
okay.
Hello, can you hear me? Let me join directly from the phone then.
Okay, yeah, that'll be better. Yeah, that'll be better.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now. We can see you.
Yeah, sorry, I'm in Nigeria now. The internet is bad. So so let me continue.
Okay.
Now I decided to relocate in 2005, but eventually relocated in 2007 with my family to UK. And then, since then, I've been working as either a statistician, a data analyst, or a data scientist. What
Mm,
are the benefits of working as a data analyst, a data scientist? It is the one of the highest paid jobs globally.
mm.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah.
Number two, it is one of the few courses that you can guarantee the continuity. Number three is data science, data analyst. Well, I'm using is for all of them now. Is
Mm,
I'm not using is one of the jobs you can do remote. I call since 2016. I've been working remotely. I only go to office if I consult. You understand? And apart
mm,
from that, is an area that you can develop yourself and transition into. Not if you want to be a data scientist, yes, it may require you having some technical background which you can develop. But the tools are becoming easier now for transitions to be possible. The
mm,
good thing is that just like you said rightly, because I've transitioned my wife into into data analyst. My first daughter, who is a pharmacist, throughout her
mm,
university education, she was working as a data analyst, full-time job in the UK, and still schooling as a as schooling. So the
mm,
transition is there. My other daughter that is in studying optometry in the uni now is doing.
mm,
In her second year now. I've placed her to work with me at least once or twice weekly, pay her, so that will be a side bonus for her. Why am I giving this example? It is an area that you can sit down at home, especially for women.
mm.
You understand? Number two,
Yeah.
it is an area that is in high demand. Number three,
Mm,
it is an area that can never expire, because in developed country they must take decision is based on data. That is just the
mm,
simple truth. And it is
mm,
90% of what is done manually in Nigeria is
mm,
done by data analysis, data scientists in developed countries.
mm,
And Nigeria is gradually coming up.
mm,
Another major advantage is that it is a role where you can get remote jobs. If my internet is stable now, one of the things I show people is for me to go to my LinkedIn and see that it is difficult within a month not to receive from 2 to 10 different people calling me globally from
mm,
LinkedIn trying to organize job for me. And that goes for anybody that is a data analyst or a data scientist. When you develop yourself initially, just like he said, he said something I'm particularly interested in here, which is a fact. Many Nigerians give up easily to break in. Thank God we have digital that is trying to help you. Without such breaking in may be challenging. That is just the truth, because the competition is very, very high. But once you are
mm,
able to break in and once you have the right training and you concentrate, sky is your starting point.
mm,
Another major advantage is that it is a role. Once you develop yourself very well, it is a role that can make you travel any part of the world. You get
mm,
your visa, you get just recently where I'm working, which is a global organization. They said they were looking for a lot of people within that team, and as I quickly discussed two people with my line manager. I said I have two people. One of them from the career coaching that came that was disturbing. I said that one does not have paper. She's in the UK needing paper. Then the now
mm,
told me my line manager said submit her CV. One, she's going to get a higher pay. Two, they were sure to
mm,
get her paper.
mm,
You understand? So I submitted the two CVs. One of them was shortlisted to go further. You understand,
mm.
of the two CVs I submitted,
Yeah,
but just the
yeah.
second one just gave up because she was not shortlisted. Funnily enough, the one that was shortlisted now, I submitted her CV 3 months ago. She said she does not have the experience. After 3 months, now I submitted in January. Is it January or
Mm,
late February? Either early February or late
mm,
January. She has done the interview. And when she discussed the salary, they said they were the salary is within the range. You understand? So what am I
yes.
trying to tell you? It is an area I encourage people. But if you are not serious, if you
Mm,
believe in shortcut, it is not an area meant for you.
mm, mm,
But if you are serious, sky is the limit. I work
mm,
remotely. If I pick consultancy job, maybe I may decide to say, okay, apart from my permanent job that I do from home, let
mm,
me pick, I need cash, let me pick one or two extra jobs, or one before they changed the law. Before I
mm,
was contra, if you go to, I can't update my LinkedIn because I've worked in many organizations as either a permanent staff or a contractor. I move job easily. You understand, as a contractor.
yeah.
Now that age is not on my
Mm,
side, I'm now into a
yeah.
permanent role.
Yeah.
But now that I'm in a permanent role, occasionally when
Mm,
you meet my demand, I decide to contract to add to that permanent role. You understand?
mm,
And that,
mm,
as at December, I did some contracts, just finished it last Friday for an organization. Within that short period, I traveled twice to Germany from UK. From
mm,
my house to the hotel to they were responsible. Since
mm,
my life, I've never slept in Sheraton. The first journey with the hotel they put me in
mm.
was in Frankfurt, Sheraton, very close to the airport. I'm not saying this to boast. You get what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say? I'm just
but
saying
to inspire.
to tell you the
Yeah.
opportunities you have.
Mm,
You
mm,
understand? If you
yeah.
develop yourself with this kind of training, sky is the beginning for you. You can get anywhere. I was there in
Okay.
October. I
Mm,
was there in December. All tickets paid. In Munich in December. Frankfurt in in
mm,
in in October, and that is not the only. We talk about Finland, we talk about Netherlands, we talk about Germany, Belgium, France, all of
mm.
them on official duties in the past. I've had offer. Another good example is that this course, data science, once you are good, gives you offer in any part of the world. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
If I I've seen offers in America, see offers in Canada, in Switzerland, etc.
Mm,
Once you develop yourself, I do share my screen with people, not to boast, but to see
yeah.
the kind of they come to your link, they invite you
Yeah.
on regular. It's difficult for us not to see five
Yeah.
to ten major recruiters
Yeah.
globally. Just an
Mm-hmm.
organization, maybe if the internet permits, I can share my screen. I'm not saying this to boast or to show anything, but to show you that data science, data
mm,
analyst, statistician role, they are
mm,
real roles. Roles,
mm,
Python, there are just like you said, there are too many things you can do. You can work
mm,
as a visualization expert. You can work as a data analyst. You can work as a data modeler. You can work
mm,
as a Python developer, data engineer. There are too many, and all of them pay
mm,
you very well, give you that flexibility. The fact is that I will tell you, except it is contract that will pay me very well, I want to work 100% from home. You can imagine from 2016 till date,
mm,
I've n- I,
mm,
I've worked no,
mm,
nothing less than five, six different organizations, and I work from the comfort of my home. In fact, there was a time I was consulting. I even came to Nigeria with my wife and worked for him in
mm. Yeah.
Nigeria. You understand? So the
So yeah.
transition is real,
Mm.
and so on.
I think, sir, if we turn on of your video, you'll be able to share your screen, right? So because it's very
Yes,
important for people to see how possible these things are. So I would stop your video,
yes.
then
If we are able
you
to
can, yeah, then they
share
can
the screen, let me just take them to LinkedIn to see the
exactly,
last 1 month, to see, yeah, to see
exactly.
the
So
number.
mm, because it's always important for people. So for our audience, it's always important for you to actually see what we are talking about. That
Sorry.
if you can
Okay, let
develop
me share my.
yourself. Yes, you are the
Yes,
co-host. You can share now. You can develop yourself. The opportunities are always there for you. Like he said, he submitted two of our students to an employer in the UK, and one of them has made it to the final interview. So the opportunities are there. The most important thing is for you to acquire the skill. Now, we are not saying that we give jobs to everybody, right? But you don't even need us to get jobs. As opportunities
yes,
come, share the opportunities with you. But what we teach you, and it will still shed more light on that. With what we teach you, you can go out there and get opportunities by yourself, right? So you don't even need, because some people might listen to that and say, oh, Agita is like they give people jobs. Yes, when they become available, we've gotten quite a number of our students jobs in the past. Like when we get this information, we share, right? But that is even the least. The most important thing is that what we teach you, you can always get the jobs with the skill and with the knowledge, right? Still waiting for you to share. Yeah, you
yes. I'm
are
trying to share. Can you
okay.
see it?
No, no, no. I can't say anything. If you are sharing, I would have seen about to start sharing.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me try and do it again. It's
Okay.
just that I'm in Nigeria is making, the system here. Where's the LinkedIn now?
Yeah, you get used to it. You get used to it.
I'm just on holiday here, so I came, or let me say, I came to do. Where's the LinkedIn? Okay, okay, let's share this. My wife is trying to, because she has transitioned to data. I
Analysis.
want to go to, yes, share. This is share.
Okay, I think it's coming up now. Mm,
Can you see it now?
okay. I'm seeing myself. Okay, I can see it now. Yeah, I can see it
You can
now.
see my LinkedIn
Yes, I can see your messages
now.
now.
Now
Yes.
this is message. Let's pick it now. This just February. Now this is an organization. This is February. You see, and let me just come down. Good evening, Debo. Coglican is seeking your data science experts.
Mm,
Now let's come here. This is another role. This is another organization. Now come here. This is another organization. In fact, why I decline this is location, and they could not agree to the minimum. That was just slight different. They were to pay me because they wanted me to come to the office. They were to pay me a good salary, but what I made, they could not meet the demand. The recruiter this is from India. It's a global organization. They called me to do the job in UK, but this is from India. And I was called from India, and so. And you see, they said because it is flexible, hybrid, I have to go to the office. I made a high demand for with them. They could not meet the demand, so I left them. Look at the time. This is you can see one. Uh, uh, um, this is you can see this. This is number two. Number two, this I've not responded. This they've been disturbing me for a long time. I've not responded because this is completely remote. Remote.
Remote. Okay.
Now, if now this of course eventually I will pick a role with them, but I'm just busy now to first of all finish the role, and their role is just about one. They call me. This is an organization based in America that offers contract. They call me. They send email to me. They approach me via link. They've approached me within the last 6 months. The last 6 months, at least 5 to 10 times minimum. I'm just being
Oh,
conservative. Now let's come
oh,
down here. Let's come down here. I've shown this. This is another one. This one, the principal, and look, this is another one. This is another one, and this is another one. You can see them. The internet
yeah,
is poor. Uh,
yeah.
I, Debo, hope you are doing well. We are currently seeking a talented data modeler. That is why I said that there are too many things you can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
There are too many things
Yes.
you this is what you this is another one. Hi Debo, how are you? How are you doing? We are having a good job regarding SaaS engineer with this business analyst. This is 90% remote. I didn't respond because I wanted 100% remote. This is that we are talking about the last 1 month, so you can count now.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
another one. Principal data analyst, remote first. You understand? Remote what
Yes.
first? So
Yes.
this is another one. This this we're talking about it, but when I discovered it was not after the call, I discovered I have to go to the office. I ran away from it. But you can
So
the same
you
thing.
are just rejecting jobs that have to do with the
Yes,
office.
because I'm rejecting offices. One, because I take care of my boy. I take him to school, and more importantly, with sitting from home, I can easily pick this person. The first person here, I got me the first job here that I finished in. If you go to it, the one the contract that I combined, I was going to Germany. You will see if you see the communication when it got me, and by October I was going. I've just finished that last Friday. Combine it with my uh so you can see. So you will begin to see them. There are many. So why am I telling you? But you must be ready to develop yourself. Nobody will offer you that job, or at a point immediately you are very, very good. You get the offer. Once you get the first offer, sky is your limit. There are many things to do there. You can concentrate on visualization.
Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Mm. Hello, Mr. Gbadebo. So I think his network once again. It's playing a fast one, right? So we just go back to our session while um while we wait for him to get his network, right? So back to the classes, right? If you are still following us, can I see your hands? Mr. Gbadebo will join us as soon as he sorts his network out. He's based in the UK, but he's in Nigeria at the moment, and I don't think he has a hold of a very good
So,
network.
but at the
Okay.
bottom line is that,
Mm.
hello?
Hello, I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you. Hello. So the classes are live classes. The live classes are recorded and made available, right? As we said earlier, uh, classes are live classes. The live classes are recorded and they are made available. Now, aside that, another thing about this program is what we call the teaching assistant. The teaching assistant. Like I said earlier, we run the best training program in Nigeria, and that's just the truth. And I'm trying to expose this to you. So don't say, "Oh, why is this man so arrogant, so cocky?" But I'm just telling you the truth, and I'm walking you through how the program runs. So we have what we call the teaching assistant. Now, many students attend classes and they get stuck even when they watch the replay. There are people who even attend classes and they don't have access to replay. But for us, the classes are recorded and the replay is made available. Now, we also have the teaching assistant. The teaching assistant is different from your technical tutor. The teaching assistant helps you out whenever you get stuck. Whenever you're stuck with your classes, the teaching assistant is there to help you resolve the issues that you have. So it works Mondays to Saturdays. So if you have issues with your project, with your assignments, with the recorded classes, with the live classes, any issue you have is just a chat away and it's personalized. So because some people are shy, they are timid in a group class, they don't want to ask questions. But with the teaching assistant, it's just yourself and the teaching assistant alone to resolve whatever issues you have. Then we have something called career coaching classes. And that's where Mr. Gbadebo comes in. So many people have the skill, but how do they navigate? It's just that he didn't have so much time to share with us. So you understand that all these jobs is getting on LinkedIn here and there, all these offers. There are ways around it. There are ways around it. People, there are things you will do that will make you attractive to recruiters. It is low level when you are still applying for jobs. It's something is great, but there's a realm such that you start to attract jobs. There are websites that will be shared with you during the course of the career coaching classes. And those websites, once you build your profile on those websites, organizations will post jobs. And because you have been profiled, you will be invited to bid for those jobs. So at the career coaching classes, here's what goes on there: CV revamp, there's LinkedIn optimization, the career coaching classes, there's LinkedIn optimization, there's interview prep. So if you have an interview and because for some people it's even failing at the interviews, there's remote job websites, right? CV revamp, LinkedIn optimization, interview prep, remote job website. There is tech visa, jobs and opportunities, visa jobs and opportunities right there. There is building your portfolio of projects, right? We have it there, and a lot of opportunities. So the whole idea of the career coaching classes is for you to be job ready. That's the entire idea, for you to be job ready. So apart from your technical classes where you are learning your Excel, your Power BI, your SQL, your Python. At the career coaching classes, you are being made to be job ready, right? So this is how this works. Then after the career coaching classes, you now have internship, right? So we have an internship manager. He won't be here tonight, but the internship is to give you what we call real work experience. So and so when you are bidding for a job and they're asking, okay, you say you're a data analyst, what have you done? So at the internship, it's like you're already a data analyst because what the internship does is that you are working in a professional capacity at the internship session. So you are no longer an aspiring data analyst because you operate as a data analyst, as a data scientist. You like it's what you will do when you go out there in the real world. This is no longer teaching, this is no longer lecturing, this is now working as a data scientist in a real world scenario, working on real projects, right? Working on real scenarios, right? So you have this internship. So what our training offers is you have career coaching classes, you have internships, and you have your technical classes all in one. So whether you are doing data science or you are doing data analysis, you have all these things, right? The training for data analysis, it's 4 months. 4 months. For data science, for data science, 6 months. Like I said, if you are doing data science, you also learn data analysis concurrently as a bonus course. Currently, you also learn, so you learn it concurrently. As you are doing your data science, you are learning data analysis by the side. Now, for data analysis, training starts next week. Training for data analysis, training starts next week, Thursday. Some of you already know that data analysis holds Thursdays and Saturdays. Data science holds Fridays and Fridays and Tuesdays for data science, right? So that's how it works. We'll share more details, but right now I'll be bringing on Iyoluwa. Iyoluwa is our data science tutor, one of our data science tutors, and I love to bring him because he has lot um, a lot of information to share with us, right? Iolua is a young man, and but he's doing amazing things in the world of data science. He's based in Nigeria, yeah, but he works remotely as a data scientist, a data engineer, and I like to bring him here to inspire many people, right? So those who are watching Mr. Gbadebo might think, oh, Mr. Gbadebo is elderly, it took many years, but Yolua is a young man, but a young man that is doing very great stuff. So Yolua, good evening. You're welcome tonight. How are you doing today? Hello, Yolua, can you hear me? Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me? Sorry.
I can hear you. Good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
Well, how's work today? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's get to know you. Then we can talk about your journey. Yeah.
Okay, so as you all know, my name is Yoluwa Akinriola. I'm a data engineer. Well, I'm a data engineer, I'm a data scientist, I'm a data analyst. I do everything. But currently, I work with InterSwitch as a data engineer.
Oh.
Right, I started my career in
Okay.
Access. So I moved to InterSwitch last middle of
Yeah.
last year. I also worked with a US company as a data engineer too. And I've also done data science consultancy. So I still work for a startup in the US, a data science and AI consultant. So the whole data spectrum, I've done a lot of work right now, right? So
Wow.
I have a degree in electrical engineering, but I transitioned to data basically.
Mm.
That's it.
Interesting. So, how did the journey start? Because in a few years, you've done a lot of stuff. So, how did the journey start?
And well, for me, it was immediately I finished school, I knew that I was not going to do engineering, right? So I
Mm,
think so I finished school during the time of it's intersected with when COVID came in. So that whole 1 year of COVID before I went to go and serve, right? It was just me burying my head with
mm.
Python, SQL, with everything. So by the time so during that 1 year, then I went to go and serve and coming back, it was just, I knew what I wanted. I was ready for the job market. And I got the job market.
So, can you raise your volume a little bit? So,
Sorry,
yeah.
am I?
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, it's better. Yeah.
So I said, when I finished, so of course I did engineering, so we were exposed to the whole data and AI very early, right? But after the time I finished school was intersected with when COVID-19 happened. So I had the whole 1 year to myself before I went to go and serve. So that 1 year was me burying myself deep into Python, deep into deep learning, deep into data science, AI, and all of that. So that 1 year plus my service year, coming out of service year, I was already equipped with the skills, right? And then I got a job with Access Bank, and that's how my journey started.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So now let's talk about the remote work thing, the foreign job. So how did you, based in Nigeria, how did you get your first, your second, and maybe even your third remote job? How did it start? Like you're right here in Nigeria and you are working for organizations not in Nigeria. So what was the journey like?
For me, the very first one I got was a company
Mm,
in Germany. That was in
mm,
2022. Although I didn't even stay long with them because it was just I just applied and it was a remote job. So the company was in Germany, Kuno.app, right? I applied, I passed all the stages. I got it. The second one too, the same way. This one was in Canada, right? I applied on same LinkedIn, right? I applied on LinkedIn. They called me for interview. I passed everything. I worked with them for about 6 months. And I think the one that made me leave them was the current one I'm working with in the US. In fact, this one actually reached out to me on LinkedIn. I didn't even apply. They saw my profile and they were like, "Oh, we think you'll be a good candidate for us." And they actually even paid me in dollars, right? So I received
mm,
my our negotiation was strictly in dollars. I didn't even negotiate naira with them, right? And I'm in
mm,
Nigeria. So I did that on the side with InterSwitch. So, but this one, they actually like reached out to me. They told me what they want me to do. I gave them my price, right? I was even like at
mm,
the end of the bargain. Like I was like the one determining what I wanted. Right? They were like, "Oh, can't you take this? Can't you take this?" I'm like, "No, this is what I want," and they give me. Right? No.
okay. Okay. So my question is that for Nigerians who try to get remote jobs and they are not getting it, and you have been getting, and you have also helped many people to get. What do you think is the missing link? Where is the challenge from? Because when some people hear remote jobs, it's not true, it's a lie. So where's the challenge? Where's the missing link? Mm,
Um. Okay. So first of all,
mm,
the fact that I've gotten like three comes
mm,
from we have applied to 1,000.
okay.
That's so. The very first thing is I keep applying. Don't be discouraged. Some you get to
Mm,
interview, some will never reach back to you, all of that, right? But then there will be just that one that will just like give you that break. Then
mm,
that's one. Then two, I always for me, what worked for me was certifications, right? If you
mm,
check my LinkedIn profile,
mm,
you see a lot of certifications. AI certification, data engineering certification, data certifications, Microsoft, Oracle. So there are a
mm,
lot of them that they always do free programs and free vouchers.
mm,
Microsoft does free voucher regularly. Oracle does their own once a year. It runs for about 3 months. You can take as many courses as you want. And these courses are about $150, $200, and they are very, very, very well recognized. Right. So
mm,
then when I had the time, I used to do a lot of them. So I built my certification at least. To an extent, certification will get you to the interview stage,
mm,
right? At
mm,
the interview stage, you can now defend what you have read. But if you can pass the certifications to an extent, you can pass an interview. Right? Then also having a portfolio too helps. Right? I have a portfolio on GitHub, right? But for me, I think what the recruiters really saw for me was the certifications first because it was just there. It was the top certification in the world for me.
mm. Okay, interesting. So the certifications, the portfolio of projects, then applying. Okay. So for the students that are coming into your program with us, you are a data science tutor with us. So what should the students be expecting from you as opposed to learning data science elsewhere, right? Or learning with other tutors at Digital? What should they be looking forward to from
Okay,
your
so
classes?
one thing I
Yeah.
incorporate to my teaching and which my
Yeah.
students always like enjoy is the fact that I bring industry experience. Right. Access Bank is like the biggest bank with the biggest customer base in Nigeria. So imagine having 40 million customers, imagine having that amount of data to work with, right? And then industry, like the leading fintech in Africa, right? So I bring that industry experience into my teaching. So when I'm teaching you, I'm not just teaching you, oh, 1 + 1 = 2. I'm telling you 1 + 1 = 2 and the explanation and the application behind it. So most of my classes are very application based, right? They are very scenario based. So you actually like see what you're working with and apply it into your regular daily lives. So that's like the major advantage you get with when I teach you because I bring my wealth of experience into my teaching.
Okay, so talking about the certifications, right? You pointed out that one of the things that helped you to break out from being based in Nigeria was certification. So for students who are coming to the program, is this something that they can also get benefit from? How will it work for them? Is there a way you assist them too? Right?
Of course. There are people in my
Okay.
network that I always because okay. So the way I built my LinkedIn, my Twitter, even my Instagram, I hardly miss out on those news. The kind of
Oh.
people I follow, right? So there is hardly even if I'm not actively searching, right? I see all when they are doing the free vouchers. If I even get mails, I get mails from work. I've subscribed to all those newsletters, right? So when I see things like that, I always like share to all my community that oh guys, this section is free, please apply. And usually they don't even need to have any experience, just apply. Google does their own yearly, Oracle does their own yearly, Microsoft does their own like Amazon is doing one currently, AWS. So you just latch onto it, apply,
Your
and
voice has
then
gone
wait
down a
for it.
little.
So sorry.
Your voice went down a little, so I couldn't hear the last 2 or 3 sentences. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I
it's
said
better now.
Amazon, all of them, AWS, Oracle, steady. And if you're in my network, when I see those things, I just share with you, right? I share with you. I share with all my guys, very and my students, my colleagues. Oh, guys, these guys are currently doing. If they're currently giving few vouchers, I probably just need to complete 1 or 2 trainings and read the course outline. And the course outline is there free online. So sometimes you can even like I don't think I've ever paid for this from my own money. I don't think so. And I have like I have an AI certificate in Microsoft, my AWS certifications, everything. I never paid for anything.
Mm, mm. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I just have 2 more questions. So, aside from your own experience with certifications, right, are there some of your students that you can also say, I think getting these certifications also help them out, or maybe people you've mentored, can you share some of those experience with us?
Yeah. I remember
Okay.
one lady, she was even in the UK that time I taught her, right? And then after the program, she was like, okay, one next. I told you, I knew she was really good. I was like, see, just so that you get noticed, right? Just so you get noticed, so you can get an interview, just take a certification. I think it was even data engineering then. I took certification in less than 1 month. Interviews were pouring in.
Mm,
So
mm,
I've had such stories about that.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so for our viewers, what is very important is that a lot of people are learning data analysis, learning data science. Some of them are sound, some of them are not sound, right? But the interviewer doesn't know, the recruiter doesn't know. So the first thing the recruiter will see is your CV, your portfolio. That's if at all they will check. Most times the recruiter, they are not really very technical people. But when they see your international certifications, even though you are from Nigeria, there's just a way it sets you apart from the crowd. So that is why we're really talking a lot about these certifications. And during the course of the training, these are things that you would learn about how to pass this exam when the vouchers are out, how to apply, because for you to stand out, like I said earlier, there are a lot of tech enthusiasts, but the boys must be separated from the men. So one last question, Yolua, because I know you went to work today, is data science really hard? Right? And if it's not hard, why do you think it's not hard?
So that's a
So
very
over to
tricky
you.
question. But the answer I always give is the difficulty is based on how much time you are willing to give it. Right. So they're just the concepts are not that hard to get, but then the core is that you have to give it time. You have to give it time to practice. You have to practice. You have to it's well, I know a lot of us are going to be working and it's not going to be easy, but then how you determine how easy it is going to be for you is how much time you're willing to spend. So, but with the way the classes are structured, you really do not have to know anything. Right, in the next 6 months, we're going to take you from like zero to hero, right? But then you should really get the best out of it, and you really know what you are doing if you can just give it time. That's just it. It's just time.
Well, thank you, Yolua, for coming around tonight. I really appreciate, and congrats on the new opportunities here and there, right? So the students will meet you in the class, right? Have a wonderful night rest. Yeah, bye. Yeah, take care. Yeah. So that is Yolua, our data science tutor. So you get to meet him in the class. He helps students a lot with certifications and with a pathway because he has the results to show for it, right? So I'll be bringing on a few of our students who are available tonight to share their experience with the training. But before I bring them on, I will answer the question that has been on our mind, right? Right. So then I'll bring the students. So training starts next week, Thursday, for data analysis, and it starts next week, Friday, for data science. Registration closes same day. Data analysis is Thursdays and Saturdays. Data science is Fridays and Tuesdays, as I've said, right? Now, if you are doing data science, you get data analysis as a bonus. If you are doing data analysis, it's 4 months. If you are doing data science, it's a 6 months program. During the course of the program, you build portfolio of projects and you also get a lot of certifications when the vouchers are available at no cost to you. So the only amount of money you ever pay is what I'm about to announce to you. Now, the training starts next week, Thursday for data analysis, next week, Friday for data science. If you are doing data analysis, right, it's highly discounted because this is the Nigeria promo price, right? So you are just paying 120K one-time payment for data analysis, and you have access to all these benefits. You have access to internship, you have access to career coaching, to teaching assistant, to technical classes, and also the certification. If you are doing data science, it is 320K one-time payment. If you are doing two-time payment, you pay a little bit higher. You pay 200K for first installment. Then you pay the 180K for the second installment. Right? So at the end of the day, you pay like 380K if you are doing two-time installment. But if you are doing one-time installment, you just pay 320K and that's it, right? So training starts next week, Thursday for data analysis, next week, Friday for data science. Like I said, data analysis, one-time payment, 120K. This is, I'm sorry to say this, it's like a giveaway price, honestly, because if you look at what we are offering you, this is just like throwing it's just a giveaway, and I'm being very truthful. A lot of testimonials will be shared on the group experience, right? But if you're doing data science, you pay 320K for the one-time payment, or you pay 200K for the first installment, then you pay 180K for second installment after 2 months. The second installment will be due after 2 months, right? Now, if you are to register, right? If you are registering, This is the account to pay into for the registration, digital consulting, Providus Bank, right? And for inquiries, +234-8077587734. And there's another WhatsApp number you can chat up for inquiries, and we'll take it off from there. So this other WhatsApp number, if you have inquiries to make, don't forget registration closes next week, Thursday, for the classes, data analysis starting, and we'll take it off from there, right? So it will be wonderful to see you all in the class, where we can separate the enthusiasts from the people that are really ready to transition, right? A lot of people just keep, one day I will transition, but we see how it goes, right? So I'll be bringing on Ruth to share with us a journey with digital program, and how she got to know about the program and what she learned at the program. So let's listen to Ruth. She's here with us tonight to share our experience with the training. It's not enough for us to say, oh, our training is great. Let's hear from the students who have been participants at the training. Right. So over to you. So Ruth, you are welcome to tonight's session.
Thank you. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing today?
Very well, and you?
Fine, I'm doing good. Can we see your face too? Okay, yeah. Good evening. Yeah, you're welcome. So let's get to meet you and let's hear from you. Yeah.
Okay. So my name is Ruth Anele. I'm a registered nurse and midwife with close to 14 years of experience.
Wow.
Yes. Wow. So I've been seeing the tech, tech adverts, and out of curiosity, I decided to, do my findings, like do some research. I've been looking for something that gives me more time, because I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and also a nurse. So something that gives me time to, balance my affairs. That's what prompted me to go in search of a tech role that gives me such time. And I found data analysis / data science as that role that fits what I'm looking for.
Okay, interesting. So you attended the webinar. So what convinced you to register for the program?
Yeah, it was like I said, I did my research. I did my findings. First of all, Hachita, when I was looking for an institute that would really teach well, when I went in search of an institute, I checked through ChatGPT, I checked through LinkedIn. Agital was a name that kept popping up. It was just all over the place. And I said, what is Agital? I mean, so I went further to do my research, and I saw that the rating was really high. I said, man, these people would give me what I want.
Okay, interesting. So how was the experience after the ChatGPT and LinkedIn? Okay, so describe the experience.
Yeah, the experience was wonderful, honestly. So because of where I'm coming from, the health sector, it was not really easy. But then shout out to my coach, Jacob Ojumu. He was a fantastic tutor. He was thorough. In fact, he taught like he was teaching a 5-year-old. There is no way you would not understand. And so I say kudos to Hajital for having such wonderful tutors. I had a very fantastic experience, I must tell you. I enjoyed it. It was informative, it was impactful.
Okay, so I just have one or two more questions to ask. So now you're coming from the health sector and you're learning data science because that's what Jacob teaches. And like data science is meant to be data science, Python. So how did he make that thing look so easy for someone from a non-technical background at all? Like, can you just share with us? Like, I'm really curious.
Yeah, so the highlight for me was his illustrations. Jacob always brought it home. He made it relatable. I mean, he made it very easy to understand. When he was teaching SQL, he made use of examples of companies that I personally could relate to. And so it was easy to assimilate everything he was teaching.
The examples, okay, interesting. Now, for those students watching us who are contemplating registering for the program or contemplating, is this something I can do? So what's your advice to them, especially because you've done 14 years in nursing and you're coming to learn data science? So what advice do you have for our viewers?
Okay, my advice would be don't give up. When you start, yes, it might not really be easy considering where you're coming from, but then I'd make reference to what you said earlier. There are a lot of enthusiasts and there are the ones who really want to learn. So my advice would be don't be just an enthusiast. Go for the real deal. I mean, you need to devote time, attend classes, go back to the videos, and then there is no way you will not be able to assimilate what has been taught. There is no way.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ma. It's a pleasure having you here, right? A nice work.
Thank you very much. Work is fine.
Nice the hospital, right?
It's
Right.
fine.
Have a wonderful night rest. Yeah, bye. Bye. Yeah,
All
good
right,
night.
bye. Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was Ruth there with us from nursing to data science. Friday to share his digital journey with us tonight. So Friday is joining us right here. And after that, so I can see some of you are asking questions already. Don't worry. I will answer all your questions once I'm done with Friday. So you can keep putting your question in the question and answer. That's fine. All your questions will be attended to. Don't worry about that. So Friday will be joining us shortly. I've sent him the request and yes, good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. So you are here now as a panelist. So let's hear from you. We're still waiting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good to have you here. Your journey with the digital program. Yeah.
Yes, I was here before. The last time you did you introduced some students, I was here as well.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. Yes.
So let's hear from you, sir.
Okay, my name is Friday Onyolu. I got to learn about digital from Facebook precisely, and I'd always wanted to go into tech. I tried web application, HTML, but at the point I felt it wasn't really sinking in. So I needed to transition into something else. when I keep, when you go to Facebook, you see so many people that tells you that they're into data analysis and data science. But something just struck me with digital. I think from the way you speak, I just felt that this is somewhere I can learn and learn very well. And I must give kudos to my teacher, Mr. Jacob. He made the classes very, very interesting, and he teaches as if he's teaching a 10 years old boy. Now you get interesting, you'll be interested to listen to him, and his videos are awesome because at the end of each classes, I get to practice on my own, and I don't think I had any issue when practicing on my own because when you are practicing and you are getting the results of what you were being taught, it makes things very, very easy. So I think for after we rounded up by November last year, and I've been trying to see how to build my own portfolio on GitHub as well. Because when I finished my project, it was like, wow, you have to post it on GitHub, you have to post it on GitHub, which is actually what I did. And I've been laying my hands on some data as well. I go to Kaggle, get data and try to see how to analyze them myself, which I think I have been doing perfectly well. So Mr. Jacob has been an awesome teacher. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is that, to people who are watching us, let's even try to even explain the whole concept of data science to us as layman. So imagine that we are just layman and we are laymen here, so we don't know much about data science. So can you just use what you have learned to try to explain this to us?
Okay, like in data science, right?
Yes.
Okay, now in data science, you go from data analysis to data science. You get data, you try to analyze data for clients, and in data science, you predict. You predict in data analysis, you try to analyze their data, try to give them the insight of their data, tell them what the sometimes the client will tell you, this is my data. Help us analyze my data. And you analyze the data for them, tell them the kind of customers that have been patronizing, as in, they have stages of customers. What are the type of customers that are actually buying their products? If their product is doing well, now you can go ahead by using data science to predict where you think they should focus on, where you want the client to focus on, the type of customers you want, and how you want them to predict the kind of customers they actually want. So data science gives you the insight of predicting what customers actually want. That's what data science do. It goes further than that. Not only predicting what customers want, it can as well, how do I put it? Help them make decisions. Because you have the information already, you've actually analyzed the information, you can assist them in making decisions by visualizing their data for them as well.
Interesting. Okay, so one final question. So for those who are watching us who are still planning to transition to tech, I want to transition to tech, what's your advice to them? Yeah.
They shouldn't see it as something that is difficult. It is not difficult. It's something that has to do with dedication, time. Because for whatever we do and want to do it right, we have to devote time. They have to devote time. I know things are not, most people work, and they just have to look for at least 1 or 2 hours is enough for a day to make sure that they give it time. Because when you are doing it, it's interesting, very, very interesting. So they shouldn't lose hope. They should give it time. They should give it a trial. And we will see that at the end of the day, it's worth the time they are giving to it.
Okay, Mr. Friday, thank you very much for coming around tonight and for demystifying this whole data science thing. We are happy having you here. So thank you very much. Do have a lovely night rest and keep growing.
You too.
Keep soaring high. Yeah, bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Yeah. So that was Mr. Friday demystifying data science, making it look like it's nothing. So I have a lot of questions here, and I will devote the next few minutes to answering your questions. Right, don't worry. The replay of this session will be shared on the WhatsApp group. Don't worry about that. All the information we shared has been recorded, and we'll share it on the WhatsApp group. So Gloria says, can someone without knowledge of statistics learning? Of course you can. Of course you can. What are the contents of the data analysis? Don't worry about that. The brochure will be shared on the group after tonight's class. Okay, I'll be bringing on Miss Gabby. She'll be joining us shortly, but I'll just take a few questions before she joins us. Okay, please show us the account details again. Don't worry about the account details. We'll share that with you on the group, maybe before I leave tonight. The WhatsApp number, okay, you keep asking for account details and WhatsApp number, okay? Let me just do that right away. So this is the WhatsApp numbers for those who keep asking for the WhatsApp numbers. Sorry, this is 8077587734. So this is the correct WhatsApp number. 80, and this is the second WhatsApp number. Right? So for the account details, this is the account details. For those who are asking for account details, this is the account details, right? And this is the first WhatsApp number and the second WhatsApp number, right? So let's go back to your questions. What are the required items for the training? No, the training is 100% online. Sorry, I didn't mention that it's 100% online. What are the required items for the training? You need a laptop or a desktop computer, and that's it. So every other thing is provided by us. You need a desktop or a laptop computer, and we take it up from there, right? So the price for data science is already discounted. People in our program in the UK and United States, they shouldn't hear that we are charging these amounts for our classes, right? Because you people are paying like 25% of what other people are paying. So this is highly discounted, right? How much can myself and my wife pay? Reach out to me, then we'll see what we can do, right? We'll see what we can do. So the account number is on the screen. You keep asking for it. It's now on the screen, right? So any specification for laptop, for data analysis, data science, 4 gig RAM or higher is okay. We'll do a good job. You are not doing a 3D modeling. You are not doing video editing or animation. It's just data analysis and data science. So with your 4 gig RAM or higher, you are good to go, right? Right. So you are good to go. What time does classes hold? Oh, I didn't say that. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Most of our students are working class, so our classes are in the evenings, right? Yeah. The training is 100% online. 100% online and very effective. All these people, they pass through our online training, and yeah, so that's it. It's a lie. Justina, you don't have to be mathematically inclined to be a data analyst. It's not true. Yeah, it's not true. All those ones don't build obstacles, right? Don't judge. This one says this, that one says this. That's why people don't do anything at the end of the day, because they have too many opinions here and there. Just get into it and do it and start, right? You might start with data analysis today. By tomorrow, you're already doing data science, right? So the Royal, you are currently running cybersecurity. Oh, just reach out to me. I think you have messaged me already, right? I think you've messaged me already, so we'll take it off from there. Right, so we'll take it off from there. So at this point, I'll be bringing on Ms. Gabby, right? I'll be bringing on Ms. Gabby. So De Royal, you can message me, we'll take it up from there, right? And she'll be sharing journey to data analysis, data science, and our experience with us. So that's it. That's it. So, so if you have further questions, you can ask. You can ask your questions. I try to bring on Ms. Gabby to the session tonight. I will take it off from there. So training starts next week, Thursday for data analysis. Next week, Friday for data science. Next week, Thursday for data analysis. Next week, Friday for data science, right? Oh, after 12 years in the advertising industry, would it make sense to move? You just saw Mrs. Ruth, 14 years in the medical sector, and she's here. So here's the thing, right? When people say things like, oh, I want to go back to school, but it will take me 5 years to finish school. Should I even go back? The truth is, 5 years from now, you'll still be 5 years older without going to school. So why not do what you have to do? That's it. So no matter how long you have gone on a path that you are no longer interested in, you can still go back to the right path. You can still go back to the right path. Like I said, anonymous attendee, the program is for corporate workers, people who have full-time jobs. That's why the classes are in the evenings, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The classes are 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's why we have those classes in the evenings, right? So that's how it works. That's how it works, right? So that's it, right? Now, I have another question here. So there's no advanced class. The class is basic, intermediate, and advanced. Is a one class, right? So if you are doing data science, you're doing data science. You are doing data analysis, you are doing data analysis. So it's one class. That's how it works, right? And I also want to tell people who are here who might have attended training in the past and feel maybe they've done some YouTube videos here and there. Listen, when you get into our program, and I say this with all sense of respect, you realize that there are many things that you don't know, even though you've attended trainings in the past, right? Because there's a difference between learning and mastery. What we teach you here is mastery, right? What we teach you here is mastery. So there's a difference. So it's not just about learning. Mastery. That's just it. Right? So that's how it works. That's how it works. So now, so what software? Don't worry yourself about software. Don't worry yourself about software. Leave software alone. Everything you need. The only thing we cannot do for you is to provide a laptop or a desktop computer for you. That's the only thing we don't have the. That's the only thing we don't have the ability to do. Right? That's the only thing we cannot do. Right? So that's how you want to do data analysis. Can I? Yes, of course. If you want to, you can join the data analysis. Like I said, Data analysis is a bonus for data science. It's a bonus, right? You keep asking about the curriculum, it will be shared, right? Yes, FE's month, there's internship, and we share opportunities, job opportunities as they become available, once you are in the program. So once those job opportunities are available, certifications, vouchers, free vouchers are available, we share those information, right? So that is how it works. That's how it works. So we'll be bringing on Ms. Gabby to share briefly a journey, how she registered, why she registered, and how the experience has been. So she'll be joining us right now to share her experience with the data analysis uh, program, right? Her experience with the data analysis program. And for those who are still looking for the WhatsApp number to chat up, right? The number is right there. So, good evening. Can you hear me? Ms. Gabby, can you hear me loud and clear? Okay, so
Yes, good evening, sir.
yeah, good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, and you?
Very fine. No, I'm fine too. So let's get to meet you and hear from you about how you joined the training, why you decided to join the training, and how the experience with the data analysis program was. So over to you.
Okay. So, good day, everyone. My name is Gabby, and I just recently completed my data analysis training with Digital Consults. Well, the truth is, okay, I am a medical dietitian, and I
Wow.
work as a medical dietitian, yes, in the hospital. But then out of curiosity, I'd say, okay, I was really interested in the tech world. And I just saw data analysis and I was like, okay, what is data analysis really all about? I was really curious. And when I got some findings, I was like, okay, this could really be an interesting one for me to dive into. So I started by taking a course on Google Data Analysis, the on Coursera. But then there was a challenge I had. I felt okay, it was too cumbersome. Everything was trying to come all at once. I was really unable to get everything or even anything at all. So most times I would say, okay, I'll practice after watching a particular clip, a particular video, but it still did not really get through me. So at a point I was discouraged, not until someone told me about Digital Consults. I was like, okay. I was skeptical initially because I felt, okay, an online class really, really work because I felt going to an in-person class worked better. But then I said, let me try it out. I paid for the class and it was really worth it. Honestly, it was really worth it.
Mm. Okay, so I'm surprised tonight. Two persons in the medical industry are here. So my next question is, what made it worth it? Like, what was the experience like? What's the big deal about it? Like, can you just explain to us better for people who want to come in so that they really understand what's this what it are all about? Yeah.
All right, all right. I think I'll start by saying coach. I won't really call him a coach. I think I'll call him a facilitator. He was really good. That's Mr. Anu Oluwapo John. He was really good. Starting with Excel, he really helped me particularly, let me be very personal, helped me to see that Excel isn't really that cumbersome. For instance, when I started with the formulas, I was thinking, okay, the formulas looked intimidating, but over time, because I kept practicing, I got to see that the formulas weren't really intimidating. When I learned one, I can see how the other relates to it and all. And it took us a long way, it took me a long way to really learn it better and to really apply it practically. So that's one from Mr. Anu's side. Then the fact that I also worked with he introduced us to real life data on cargo. So on Cargo, we got to experiment, or should I say, play along with those real life data. We worked with it, we cleaned the data set, we were able to interpret them We're able to create pivot tables, realistic pivot tables that we could easily interpret, even create visuals on Excel. So that really made it very interesting. It was unlike what I started learning at with Coursera. This was really practical. It was more like a layman language.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I think this answers, it will help those who, because someone was asking a question here that, oh, I've already done Google, I've done Google data analytics. Now, I think I want to come into your program. So sorry that I'm belaboring this point, but one final question is that, what is the difference between those who have done Google data analytics, which is a good program, and coming into digital to learn data analysis in this 4 months program? Because we have people who have this feeling that, oh, I've done Google. So like you have done Google and you still came here. So what's the difference really? Yeah.
Okay. I'd still say the facilitator is a big difference. Okay, those
Okay.
persons that took us Google data analysis, I would say one, they were unable to bring it down in such a manner that we would be able to understand. That is just the truth. They were using real life experiences, that's true, but it really didn't sink in. And we didn't have the opportunity to air out our views or probably say, okay, this is where I don't really understand. But that's quite different. When it comes to this Hachito consult, we had this opportunity to converse, to ask questions, to answer those questions, to really understand what we are learning, to even go back and probably take our facilitator back to what he taught us before as a source of reminder. And so it's a big one. It's a big one, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, thank you very much, Gabby, for coming around tonight. You've had a long day at work, and I heard you were in transit, so let me allow you to rest. So thank you for coming, and wishing you greater success in your career and in the tech world. Do have a lovely night rest. Bye for now. Yeah, bye. Yeah. So that was Gabby sharing her experience with us with the training. So how much is data science? It's 320,000 one-time payment. If you are doing two-time payment, then you do 200 and 180,000, right? Right. So Alimi Jami is asking what's the price for the courses. If you are doing data analysis, it's 120,000 one-time payment. If you are doing data science, you pay 320,000 one time, or if you want to do installment, you pay 200, then 180 after 2 months, right? So that being said, we are done for tonight. The recording will be shared. The recording of all our classes are shared. In case you missed out on anything, you can always chat up this number, any of these WhatsApp numbers. You can send a chat. These are the WhatsApp numbers right here. Drop a chat up 8077587734 or 907993783, and you'll be well responded to. I leave you with this word: the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step taken. Take that steps right now, right? And Nofi is asking a question: will the two programs run simultaneously? Yes. So if you are doing data science, you will attend classes Fridays and Tuesdays. And if you choose and you want to also learn data analysis, you attend Thursdays and Saturdays. Because once you register for data science, you get data analysis as a bonus. So if you are sound in data analysis already, you can ignore. But if you are not sound, you'll be learning data science and be learning data analysis by the side. So that's how it works for 6 months, right? If you have further questions, you can send a chat to the WhatsApp number and we'll take it off from there. Don't give in to analysis paralysis. Take that step right now. Do have a wonderful time. Bye for now. Bye.